Hello and welcome to Ears for Dragon, an Aragon reread podcast. I'm your host Charlie.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Sian.
And today Nick is on summary.
Yeah, so the chapters we've got today are the Hatterack Desert, A Clash of Wills, and Flight Through the Valley. So, starting off with the Hatterack Desert. After all the fuss we made about the desert lasting forever and ever, there's only one chapter. Oh, wait, sorry, no, it's A Path Revealed is the middle one.
Fly through the valley.
Sorry, it's their journey and the horrors that their poor little horsies have to go through that lasts forever.
That is true. That does continue on for quite a while. But the Hatterack Desert, the chapter itself is 3 pages where they get to the desert. They say it's a desert. Saphira likes it, actually. She likes that it's hot and it's warm and there's lots of prey. And then they settle with that and they start traveling. Of the 4th day since leaving Gilead, they've travelled 35 leagues, and I don't know what that is in real measurements.
That. After the summary, I'll come back to you with that.
They're about to travel like the same distance in another 3 to 5 days. We'll have words about that. So they start charging through it, trying to lose any pursuers. Murtagh gets really snappy because he's thirsty and hungry, and it's hot. And honestly, fair enough. Aragon does his little water trick, and it seems to have just enough water. They fight a little bit. It's not. It's just hints of what's to come. They see the Bayor Mountains, and they say, "Wow, these are really big." And then they ride for a bit more, and they leave the desert.
And they go to bed.
Yeah, they go to
bed. At the end of every chapter, they go to bed.
Yep. Relieved to be out of the Hatterack Desert.
What's the end of the last chapter was they had reached the Hatterack Desert.
Yeah.
And they do the chapter.
And they do the desert. Yeah. Well, the desert itself is like, that's the same distance they've been traveling for how many chapters, and they just go through the desert.
We'll get there.
Yeah, okay. Next is A Path Revealed. They're sitting around the fire. They haven't quite gone to bed yet.
Of course, sorry.
Yeah, they're congratulating each other. Like, they had covered roughly 60 leagues in 5 days, which they shouldn't have done. It only gets worse for these horses. As they cross the boundary of the Hatterack Desert, Aragon has some thoughts, deliberating on, like, leaving the Empire officially for the first time. And that's kind of interesting. Then he has a questionable idea to try contact the elf they're traveling with his mind. So he tries to reach out and is subsequently attacked mentally repeatedly until he yells out that he is a friend and a rider and he means no harm, which seems to work. We discover that the elf's name is Arya. She's been put in the state. She's willingly entered this trance-like state because she's been poisoned, and she's trying to, like, stave off waking up and dying immediately. But she says she only has about 5 more days until she will just die of the poison. So it's pretty good that Aragon contacted her now. She gives some directions to the Varden, and because the Varden have the cure. The Varden is about 5 days away, so convenient, but also horrible for the horses. He wakes up out of his trance and he's just been, like, sitting there for 15 minutes fighting for his fucking life. Murtagh gets pissed off for more reasons. He has a great little monologue. We'll talk about it later. But apparently he doesn't want to go to the Varden. And they have a wee bit of a scrap. Saphira separates them. And just before Murtagh is about to reveal what's going on with him and why he's so secretive, and he's about to start dropping hints of his backstory, we hear an Urgal warhorn as we discover that the party is still being chased, and more urgently by like a herd, a tribe, a pack of
battalion.
Battalion. Yeah, it's much more threatening than the other soldiers. So they pack up and they start to run. Next is a clash of wills. So they ride the horses throughout the night, and they're not quite at the forest yet. No, they ride the horses throughout the night. They're still like in the plains and such, and they get surrounded by some slavers. They're almost attacked, and then Saphira strikes first, and then there's a big fight, which culminates with Murtagh executing the leader of the slavers. Eragon is he has a moral quandary and is pretty angry at Murtagh for doing so. Murtagh's very confused. He says just like, this is saving us from danger. I don't understand why this is a bad thing. And then there's more fighting between them. They're very grumpy. They're kind of silent. They give each other the silent treatment, and then that's kind of where we stop off. Yeah, and Saphira tells Eragon one more time that she loves him. And he says it back, and they go to bed.
You're so cute. What?
Alright.
Eragon fucking sucks.
Eragon sucks in these chapters. Or just in general.
Just in these chapters, it's like no one is people except Eragon.
Yeah. He's not treating anyone right.
He's not treating those damn horses right.
God damn.
I need to climb into this book and found the SPCA and the horse union.
Like, a horse is not a motorbike. I'm sorry, you can't keep doing that to him. They're awake. The horses are awake constantly.
This made me research the rest requirements of a horse.
Before that, what's the league distance? What are they cover?
169 kilometers.
Holy shit.
In 5 days? Good God.
That's further than Wellington to Palmerston North.
Yeah, that's like Invercargill to Queenstown.
Ugh.
That's a 2-hour drive also. Cars have done something to us.
Yeah, it's a long way for a horse.
Yeah, maybe if they had a sick muscle car, this would be way better for them.
If they had an Andalite Chronicles style Mustang moment.
Wow, have I got 9 and maybe 10 movies for you?
What do you mean maybe? It's coming out.
It's not out yet.
It's gonna get cancelled.
No!
Fast and the Furious have been sick.
Also, we've seen 5 of them, so you've got 5 movies
Yeah.
for us.
I've seen...
We'll have to watch 5 again.
I haven't seen 7.
We'll save it for our next podcast.
Yeah, our Fast and Furious rewatch. That'll be brutal.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, Eragon does suck in these chapters. He's not very nice. Murtagh's having the worst time anyone's ever had.
Yeah, Murtagh's going
I feel
through
like
it.
anytime Murtagh tells Eragon something important, Eragon forgets it immediately.
He's not listening.
Because
He
it's
doesn't
just
care.
like... Murtagh has said like 17 times already that he will not go to the Varden.
Hey, I can't go to the Varden, they're going to kill me. Hey, I can't go to the Varden,
He's
I think they're going to kill me.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he said that yet, but he's like, I will not go to the Varden. This is like my one thing, I will not go there. And Eragon's just like, but you're my friend and I don't want you to leave.
And I'm going to the Varden.
If I'm going to the Varden, you're going to the Varden.
So we're going to the Varden. He's like, I'm not going to the Varden. Like, what?
Why would you say
You're going to
like
the Varden!
Bro, he already said no about 6 or 7 times in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, he's simply not listening at
He's
all.
simply not caring.
It's evil.
Yeah.
Oh, well, how badly would they have killed the horses?
We're not there yet.
Okay.
I didn't Google it until the second chapter. I think.
I see.
My first note is about how much I love it when dragons love the hot in the desert.
Yes, what I was thinking was, like, Saphira can't be an endotherm, right?
Yeah, I guess not.
But also, like, how does a reptile... Were dinosaurs endotherms?
Not all of them.
I've never really thought about it.
No, some
I've
of them
not looked
weren't.
into it.
Some of them had hot blood.
Cool.
Yeah,
I don't remember which dinosaurs, but some dinosaurs did have warm blood.
Yeah, I did not a lot, but I did a de-extinction paper and we did a bit on dinosaurs and stuff. I had to learn all about synapsids and such, but that was a while ago.
Yeah.
So I don't quite remember the blood situation of many dinosaurs, but like, considering she's okay in cold climates, I imagine she probably can produce her own heat, but it's like...
Well, dragons
yummy,
have, like, magical fire things.
Yeah.
She hasn't got that.
She hasn't got that yet.
But she is fire-type beast.
Yeah,
Probably, yeah. I think they were probably, like, originally desert or, what is it, savannah dwelling, kind of.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. The in the Rain Wild Chronicles, the dragons love hot in the desert so much, and it makes them grow like visibly when the poor little stunted dragons finally get to like
Oh, cool.
a magical hot spot.
Wow.
And like they change, their colors get better like in front of people's eyes, and they get bigger, and like because they've had a bad start to life, but it's like
Yummy,
very
delicious.
good for them.
Magical desert.
No, regular.
Just regular desert.
Just hot.
Just regular hot.
I love the sun so much.
Just
Okay.
they've been stuck in like a river the whole time.
Dragon solar powered.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. Oh, she's so much big cat in this as well. She's so cute. Yeah, she loves it there. They fucking hate it
They
there.
hate it.
Aragorn is from like an alpine village. He's like a little Swedish boy. He fucking
These guys
hates it.
are like literally having the Star Wars sand round.
Yes, they are. They're like, I think Murtagh is literally talking about having to pick sand out of his eyes.
Yeah.
And he hates it so much.
Yeah.
And they're both sunburnt and it's hot. It's just horrible. I would hate to go to the desert, frankly. I agree about sand. It is
Poor
coarse
little
and
horses are
irritating.
having to eat some like
Sand.
some
Yeah.
coarse scrubs.
I love sand, delicious. Yeah, at least there was a little bit of food for
There
the
was
horses.
food for them. There was water. Aragorn like passed out doing it, but they had some water.
Yeah, his little water trick, as you
The
said, was
horses-
actually pretty good.
It's
Yeah.
pretty good. I love the horses running up and just like gulping. They're like, something's really weird about this. I'm getting in there quick.
Quaffed gallons.
Quaffed.
Yeah, I don't really know how much that is for a horse.
How much is a gallon?
I don't know how much horses drink. I didn't look that up.
Yeah, I don't know a gallon off the top of my head, but
Is
it's
it
like
4 litres?
yeah, it's like 4 or 5 liters, maybe.
Is it? I don't think it's that big.
3 maybe?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's a stupid measurement, so we have no need to know it.
Quick, Siri,
Yeah,
how
guys,
much
get your
gallon?
phones out. And I feel like a horse probably needs quite a lot of water.
3.7 litres.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they quaffed 3.7 litres times some.
That's quite a lot of
That's a
water.
lot of water.
Damn, Aragorn, you were doing some pretty good magic there, actually.
You know, there was also some for Saphira.
Yeah, she had 2 mouthfuls. And then he scrabbled in
He
the
got like
dirt
a few drops.
as he let go of the...
Yeah.
He kind of overdoes it with magic a lot
Yeah.
in the next, like, little bit.
Yeah.
Which is very on brand for him.
He's gotten way better at magic and he's way overconfident
Yeah, and he's
about
like,
it.
I'm the greatest sorcerer who ever lived.
He thinks he's way better than he is. I've got... the next day, it says that he's so sick of Murtagh that he drives on Saphira. And it just says that they have a converse all day. I wish we got even a little bit of that.
know.
Like,
Yeah.
it's so unsatisfying. Like, they're just they're talking, but you don't get to know.
Like, they do... I guess it's not in this batch, but they do have, like, a pretty good conversation in a bit. But it's like, I'd love it if we got to talk to Saphira ever.
Yeah.
I've got the... When... Aragorn is like watching over the elf. He talks to her so weirdly.
Yes.
He's like,
I've got stroking her hair. Yes. Weird. Also talking oddly poetically to himself.
yeah, he's like, where lies your injury? How can you sleep like this and yet live? And it's like, you've never spoken like this to any other person alive.
Maybe when Brom was telling about like the poetic elf speech or whatever, he was like, oh, they must always do that.
In.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just trying to be like
trying
sensitive.
to make her feel at home.
You're flopping. She's can't
dying
hear
in the
you.
desert.
Yeah, you literally took an elf to the desert. You did the worst thing you possibly could. We get, by the way, I would say, a page and a half of them seeing the Bull Mountains for the first time.
They're so big.
Yeah.
And they're fucking gigantic.
I like it. I like the description of
Yeah, it's really
how
good
huge the
description.
mountains
Cool.
are.
I love that Murtagh sees them and goes, no, this couldn't possibly be. This is witchcraft. Like,
I like that Saphira's like, I feel like but a hatchling again.
you are but a hatchling, girl. You're 6 months old. He squints really hard and like rubs his eyes when he sees them for the first time. Like, whoa,
Looking
no
up
way.
there like, what the fuck is that?
They are big.
Yeah.
I don't think they have like a real world equivalent. They
I don't
sound
think
like
there are mountains
extremely
as big as
mountains.
that.
Maybe like the Tibetan
I don't know.
ones, but they're
Having
on a
never
big
been to the
plateau.
Himalayas, I don't know.
Can't believe I just forgot the name of the fucking Himalayas.
I think on Chris Paolini's Twitter, he did say something about them being like K2 Everest size.
Holy shit.
But I might be making that up.
K2 and Everest are only that big because they are on like the bit of the world that is really high.
Yeah, like they're already raised.
Alagacia is just like normal.
It's just like
sea
it's-
level.
Yeah, it's sea level and like a lot flat.
Holy shit, these things are big.
Yeah,
How'd that happen?
don't know. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry
Maybe
about
it's the power of little guys.
The dwarves did
The
it.
dwarves did it.
Holy
They made it
shit,
bigger.
guys, your mountains rule. Yeah, they don't really do that much.
Arrogance is.
They do spot gazelles.
They do.
Oh, cool.
don't they?
They see some gazelles.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
I don't know what that means, like what else would be living there because of gazelles being there, but I thought that was cool.
It's probably some kind of wild dog.
I thought you could speak on this.
Thank you. Probably some kind of wild dog. If they've got wild cats, there'll be something out there. Depending on the size of the gazelle, there will probably be smaller gazelles and other large beast type creatures.
What if there are those really tiny ones on their tippy toes?
Stick
Stick.
tick? They are so small. Aha. No,
What
they're
was it?
jungle
No,
guys.
Sam's gazelle. Sam's tiny little gazelle.
What is that?
I can't remember what it was called.
Not a muntjac. Those are crazy.
But it wasn't a dick.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. But they are jungle dwelling guys. Being very, very small.
They're like forest guys, right?
Yeah, being a very small ungulate on the savannah is bad for you.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Because you don't really dig holes. And if you were very small in savannah, you
None
need to
of
be
the
digging
pictures
holes.
of them were in a jungle. They
I
were
thought
on
they
like
were like
rocks
in
and
forest.
stuff.
Oh, they might be like scrubland. Scrubland's
Yeah.
good for them as well. I am thinking of Dick Dick. They are a very funny little beast.
I feel like it's they're rude.
Only two are.
We're gonna have to censor this.
Oh, also, everybody Google mouse deer. They're so fucking funny. They are so midget small and like they're a mouse deer. They are what if my ungulate turned into a rodent, and they're the best thing ever.
Okay, I'm on africafreak.com, top 12 smallest antelope species in Africa.
Oh my god, these guys are so
Freak.com.
cute.
Yeah.
You've never seen them? Look at them.
Why is his head like that?
Well,
They put a mouse head on the deer.
they did. They put a mouse head on the deer. Look at his little hooves, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. I hope a million of them live in the desert, even though they're not supposed to be there.
Are they? They're ungulates, so they're more deer than mouse.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
They are still mammals, I guess.
Wait, they are not really deer at all.
What? We got lied to?
Yeah, I guess. Well, they're ungulates and they're hoofed, but they're not deer family.
I found him.
You found him?
He's number 10. The Clip Springer.
The Clip Springer. Yes, I remember him.
Clip Springer
Yes.
are incredible. They live on rocky outcrops across southern Africa and perform a poetic rock jumping dance. Predators can see Clip Springer, but they can't catch them. Why? Well, the Clip Springer can jump around steep rocky landscapes on their tiptoes. They are bolded, remarkable athletes, able to jump between rocky perches at high speed to evade hunters. Klipspringers weigh 11 to 13 kilograms and, bolded, develop permanent territories, essentially seeking to dominate their own rocky outcrop.
Whoa.
Yes.
Guys. So cool. I think I have seen a video of those guys being harassed by African wild dogs, and they're just like standing on a rock, and the dog just straight up can't get to him without. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna fall off this fucking cliff if I get any closer." And he's 10 centimeters away from the little deer thing, and it's just not moving because it's like, I know you're gonna fucking die if you come like an inch closer to me, whatever. It's so good. So yeah, I hope there's a great
everyone Google Klipspringer and you can see their funny little toes.
Yes.
So cute. They're hilarious. Also, I think they're only in the desert for like 2 days, and they get so pissed off and they hate it
maybe
so much.
3 days.
They like
They're pissed
overnight
off after
twice.
day one.
Like
Yeah.
they're pissed off instantly. They sleep on the edge of the desert. They sleep once in the desert and they sleep on the other edge of the desert.
Yeah.
So 2 full days in the desert, and they're ready to kill each other.
Yeah.
Murtaugh's got some other stuff going on. His like his angst build up in these like next chapters is pretty good.
I like how we get teased about the hints of his backstory. Then we do find it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's not seconds away, but like the full blown freak out is coming, and you can feel it. It's good.
great.
I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just kind of get out of the desert pretty easily.
All right.
Which led to a path reveal.
Yes.
They immediately start celebrating, getting out of the
First
desert.
note I have is who all up staring at their elf.
They are up staring at the elf. Saphira crows jubilantly, which I can imagine is a really scary noise. And like the horses are so chill normally, but they freak out. Which reasonable, very
Poor
reasonable.
horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aragon's
Where
like
have I
looking
written my
at
horse
Saphira.
My horse facts are at the beginning of next chapter.
Okay, we'll get there.
And then you can look back on everything and think about it.
Yeah. Aragon's looking at Arya like through the firelight.
Yeah, he's
Get away
commenting
from
on how good the
her.
lighting is.
Yeah.
Before that, he does have his like reconfirmation of resolve. He's like, it would be so easy to just like live in the wilderness by myself, aha.
Yeah.
But no,
But
the
no.
people.
But no,
People.
the atrocities.
Hold on, I witnessed a couple of atrocities back there. I gotta stop them. He is like. Wait, that's next chapter. Don't worry, I won't bring it up. But yeah, no, he's like, the lighting's so beautiful. She's so sexy, aha. I wonder if I could mind meld with her, basically, is the train of thought.
Yeah, and he thinks this might be a really bad idea and just does it anyway.
And you know what? It is.
Well, after reinforcing like Brom saying it's the one of the worst things you can do, but then he did it immediately, so maybe that advice doesn't count. Yeah.
Yeah, and also he said, like, only do it if it's 100% necessary. And to be fair, this was 100% necessary.
Yeah.
But,
Well, it turns out to be.
yeah. Which is, like, means justifying ends, I guess, but...
The last time he tried to reach into someone's mind, it was Murtaugh, and he got nothing. Absolutely nothing out of that.
Yeah.
This is almost worse, actually.
This is way worse, because he
Because
does...
Murtagh could have decked him.
No, I'm saying the mental barrier.
Oh, this is
compared to
crazy.
like
Oh,
being
yeah.
mentally attacked.
Yeah, Arya's
This is
first
really fun.
response to having any mental probing is, I have got to fucking kill this guy.
Yeah, it's
and then
great.
she nearly does.
Yeah, it's
What is
sick.
it? How's it described?
Like a dagger?
Yeah, suddenly an icy dagger drove into his mind. Pain exploded behind his eyes with splashes of colour. He recoiled from the attack, but found himself held in an iron grip, unable to retreat. She just, like, tries to stab him to death with her mind immediately,
Yeah.
which is great. Awesome defense system.
She does a pretty good job.
It would have been way funnier if Murtagh had done that, but that's not within his power, I think.
Oh, really, within in his characterization
Yeah.
either.
He is very much a Stonewall guy. But
Once again, remarking
also he
like, what if
wasn't
Aragon died here?
unconscious.
Huh?
Remarking
God, if he
like,
just got killed.
yeah,
Yeah.
Aragon just fucking keeled over and died, and Murtaugh's left there like, oh, fuck, man. And
Was it
Saphira died
And
Saphira?
too.
Saphira's just like, gunk. I know we've said it a million times. He puts Saphira in danger so
Yeah.
frequently.
Terrible.
Like,
She doesn't deserve this.
the deal is just so raw. I don't think the dragon should die.
No.
I think it's really stupid. I think it should be the other way around. Like, and I know it wouldn't fit the plot or whatever.
But the dragon's the more
power
important,
source.
powerful creature.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know.
They shouldn't be nerfed.
They shouldn't be nerfed. And also, like, I think for a person having, like, if my dragon dies, I die, that's, like, a lot more, I don't know, impactful or whatever.
Well, you start to treat it more like a person instead of a steed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, like, he's putting her at risk constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And but if he was having to go, wait a minute, if I fuck this up and my dragon dies, I'm dead, I feel like he'd be more careful. But he's not thinking, if I fuck this up and I die, Saphira also dies.
He's not thinking about that at all.
Well, he's
never
not
crosses his mind.
Well, no, because he's never thinking I could die.
That's true.
That's also
That's
true.
100% true.
So I'm not sure it would solve this problem either way.
Yeah.
Because Eragon does not seem overly cognizant of the fact that he can die.
Yeah, I think he's having a Merlia moment and he does not think that he's capable of being killed.
He's having a 16-year-old moment.
He's
Death isn't
indestructible.
real.
He's seen it a million times, bro. It could happen to you.
It would never happen to him.
That's true.
He's only seen like 2 people die ever.
And they were both old men. And what does that tell you?
I think some of those oracles might have died.
Well, he didn't
people
see
to him?
Garrow die. He saw Brom die. Did he kill anyone himself? Yeah.
He exploded an Urgle, but he doesn't count those as people. And I think he may have...
I think he's only
Killed a
exploded
soldier or
oracles.
two.
Yeah, I don't know that he's actually killed anyone himself. He's seen Brom die, but he wasn't in the room when Garrow died.
Saphira's killed like tens of people.
Yeah, but he didn't even see that.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
killed them on the roof.
Yeah, I don't know if he's seen anybody other than Brom. Well,
I think
he's seen Brom die,
Murtagh
but
killed some of those soldiers in the prison break.
right, but he wasn't really paying that much attention.
Yeah.
I think that kind of explains the freak out he has next chapter.
Because he was just like only knocking
I
out
think
those
that
guards.
he
I
like
think.
barely is cognizant of like other people or himself dying.
Yeah.
Like, despite having multiple notable deaths, I don't think he's really come to terms with, like...
It's not something that could happen to him.
Yeah.
So he's not very cautious about it.
Yeah.
And he's much more cautious about things that could physically kill him than magically kill him.
Because he's, like, not...
He still doesn't really understand the magic thing.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't understand the boundaries very well at all. And I don't think he knew that this could... like, obviously he didn't know, but I don't think he even had, like... could fathom that this kind of thing could happen once you get into someone's
He knew
mind.
you could have mental battles.
Oh, that is true. But, you're not expecting an unconscious elf to have a mental battle with you.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
One thing that I absolutely love, which is, like, after... he's been like, no, oh my god, please don't fucking kill me, I'm a friend, I promise. He, like, gets into this elf mind and is like, oh, it's really scary in here.
Yeah.
Something is very wrong with elves.
Yeah, I like, and he's
That's
like
so
noticing
cool.
the glamour as well.
Yeah, and also she has a song playing the whole time.
Well, it's been stuck in her head the whole time.
I think she has a theme tune that she's just like, oh, you're in here, do 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 do.
It's her
Like,
boss
jingle.
music.
like Bloodborne boss music starts up. That's why he's so fucking scared. But yeah, it's like,
He invented Elf Counter.
yet through all of the sensations, she shimmered a melody of wild, haunting beauty that embodied her identity. And then when he like breaks the connection later, the song stops. So she genuinely just has a theme tune that plays whenever you are trying
in
to
her
like,
head.
There is like the
mentally battle with her,
mental magic like charming him as well.
which is
Yeah.
like super cool. I like. Elves are very physically boring in this, but they are like giga freaks from basically a different planet, and I really like that a lot. I like when elves are just like, yo, I'm not a human being.
Yeah.
You're nothing to me, too. It's very, very good. But yeah, most of this is just like...
I don't really care for the dialogue so much.
I hate that she makes him swear an oath, and for some reason it just says that he swears the oath. We don't even actually get him swearing the oath.
Yeah, it would have been nicer.
Like, why?
Maybe he didn't want to write all that stuff in the ancient language. Conlang is hard.
But there was
Yeah.
like not even any like...
Could have just said like yes.
But
I
he
pledge.
talks in the ancient language and just has it on page in English, like
Anyway.
Yeah.
like
you're
at different
right.
points. Like their whole conversations in the ancient language.
Which is crazy. How is he having this conversation with her? Like, he does
Well,
not
they're
know
also
this much.
in mind meld.
True.
But like, I just feel like that could have been on page. And then when he wakes up, it's just like, and Eragon told them everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, so like, having the opportunity for a character to tell other characters something that's happened to them is a really good, like, characterization opportunity, and it's just, like, skipped, like, so often in this book. Everyone's just like, and they told them.
And I pass on the message.
Yeah,
it
it's the
was
same
like-
how they skip over, like, Saphira's conversations as well. It's
Yeah.
just like, come on, just a little bit more. Like, I think everybody's fairly well characterized, but I think it's something that's
Dialogue's
missing.
hard.
Dialogue is very hard.
Yeah.
Especially when you are a teen boy, but like it is definitely something that's missing, and something I think I'm going to be kind of on the lookout for when we get to the later books, just to see if that's something that develops, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like 3 pages of here's how to find the Varden, and oh my god, I'm going to die in 4 days.
Yeah.
I like the image, like, depiction kind of thing, how she's sending the messages as the memories. It's kind of neat. But again, I don't do locations, so all these names are just words to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like look at anything about that.
I didn't even look back at the map for this one.
No.
I assumed that wouldn't be the map's
It
not
probably
that
wouldn't really make that
detailed,
much
you know?
sense.
It's got the Beartooth River on it, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Alright, and then, yeah, so Arya says I need to be there in like 4
5 days.
or 5 days. And Murtaugh's like, we have killed these horses 3 times over.
And we're going to do it again.
We're gonna fucking do
We
it again.
cannot do more. And Eragon's like, well, what else can we do?
She's gonna die.
Okay.
Okay.
Honestly, if I was Murtagh, I would have been like, okay, we didn't poison her, we tried our best, our horses are going to fucking die, and there's oracles behind us. Hello?
And I don't want to go to the Varden.
I just like the thing about it all that really gets me is Murtagh tries to just like we are going in different directions. We can split up. And Eragon's like, no,
You have to hang out with
we
me.
will not. I will not abandon you. And it's like, you're not abandoning him. He's trying to leave.
Like, multiple times in these few chapters, he's like, I'm getting out of here. gotta
I
go.
will
And
not
it's like,
abandon you. Don't insult me as such by thinking that I would. And it's like, Eragon,
he's trying to bail.
that is not remotely what is happening. But Eragon knows that he's the main character.
Yeah, he, like, knows.
So,
And there's Murtagh saying like, wait, I don't want to go with you.
Yeah.
You're forcing me to take care of you.
Yeah, this little
And the
fight that they
girls
get
are
into,
fighting.
the girls are fucking fighting. I love this fight.
Yeah, it's great. They're just
it's-
fucking swinging.
Yeah, before they even get physical with it, like, Murtagh is so extremely problems boy here. He's got so much of his own bullshit going on, and, like, the conflict's a little heavy-handed or whatever, but it's, like, a really good understanding of, like, emotional deflection coming from a 15-year-old. Like, Murtagh is pissed off and scared and, like, needs to leave and is making it Eragon's problem
Yeah.
for, like, very small nitpicky stuff. But he really, like, figures out where Eragon is weak emotionally and is
Yeah.
like, gotcha, bitch, and just stabs him. Like, oh, you're a little baby boy and everybody has to come rescue you all the time and everybody's
Yeah.
dying for you. And he's like, well, lunges at him. Like, doesn't really know how to respond. He just kind of attacks him.
yeah. And Saphira just like pins them both.
He does a sick wrestling move on him first, though.
He flies through the air.
Yeah, Eragon managed to get his feet under Murtagh's chest and kicked mightily. Murtagh flew upside down over Eragon's head, landing flat on his back with a solid thump. That is full on just like a pro wrestling move. But yeah, Saphira grabs both of them and pins them to the ground. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
This is our get along dragon.
I like Murtagh saying,
little shit.
Murtagh acknowledging that he keeps getting left behind when they go fly places. Like, I take care of the horses, I'm the pack animal, I carry all this shit, that's all I'm good for. It's very funny.
Yeah. Eragon being like, I don't want to deal with Murtagh, and going off with Saphira, making it worse.
Yeah, hurting his feelings.
I don't think Eragon's very, like, subtle about that. I think that if he's like, we're fighting and I don't want to deal with him, that Murtagh's pretty aware that that's the idea.
It's like, we're fighting and I'm flying like 30 k's away from you in the air,
Yeah, leaving
and you have to
him
take
alone.
care of my horse.
And the unconscious woman.
Yeah.
They're leaving Arya down there as well.
They're putting her on
man.
snow fire. I'm pretty certain.
They have this whole, like, kind of deep, not deep, but like it's a conversation that is like very emotionally charged, and they have it while being pinned to the ground by Severa.
Yeah.
Murtagh's like, oh, Aragon's like, you know, what did you do? Why is everyone so mad at you? And Murtagh's like, "Ugh, I was born. Like that level of emo bullshit. And,
And
they're
he's
just
like
lying
about
there.
to like spill some deep dark secrets, and Severa's like, hang on.
Wait a second.
Wait.
Guys, something really bad is about to happen to us. Also, yeah, it's so sus. Well, I guess he's just about to spill the backstory and can't, but it is very sus how Murtagh like instantly is like, yeah, I know that Urgle chieftain specifically. We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Sees the banner and bounces. But yeah, like it's also like
But it's also like any Urgle chieftain is bad news.
yes,
Like,
Yes.
I know this guy specifically and personally, we got to get out of here.
yeah.
Like, you need to say that.
From like a character tension standpoint, I do like that they kind of barely resolve this before they have to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're still like very tense throughout the
Yeah,
next
they're
few
still kind
chapters.
of fighting.
Yeah.
And that kind of, I don't know, I think that obviously we're not going to get there in this episode, but like
It carries through and it's good.
it carries through very well in these like set of 6 chapters, which is very good. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like that there's a lot of tension built up through just like varying sources.
Yeah, and most of it is Aragon's fault.
Well, yeah, it's almost
Which,
all
like,
Aragon's fault.
Yeah.
he's
It's
kind
good
of
for a main character to have
he
flaws.
doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't think he has very good social skills because he grew up on a farm with Roran and Uncle Garrow.
yeah, he was very socially isolated.
Like,
as a child.
Yeah.
He grew up with a skeleton freak and like the world's
Best
number
boy.
one best boy. I don't think him and Roran ever fought like this.
they're like VFX.
Yeah. He's just like, he's a dark mirror to Roran. It's so good. But yeah, they just kind of bounce.
Yeah.
Which is good. Do I have anything? Oh yeah, my last note is simply, emo boy, I love you, all capital letters.
Oh, I've got in the next chapter, Murtagh trauma emo boy moments.
Yeah.
He
Plenty of them.
He is kind of number one trauma boy in the world. Yeah, like he's feeling a lot in the background, and it's good that he's finally making it Aragon's problem and not just sitting there like, oh,
Yeah.
this sad. I hate
Yeah.
sad. This encounter with the slavers is good.
Okay,
as
no,
well.
before that we get horse
The
fact.
Oh, of
horse
course,
facts,
I'm so
yeah.
Because
sorry.
we travel more.
Because they've been traveling, alternating sleeping in the saddles and riding throughout the night.
Yes, see, I read this and I thought this is too far. I'm Googling.
The horses were exhausted to the point of stopping, yet they still maintained a relentless pace.
You're going to kill
And they
them.
kept
You're
going.
going to kill the beasts.
A horse needs 5 to 7 hours of rest and at least 30 minutes lying down every day.
Lying down as well.
They can only get REM sleep while lying down, and they
Aw.
need at least 30 minutes of REM or they start having problems.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they have to lie down for 30 minutes a day.
These guys are going to fucking kill these horses. It's shocking that they're not dead.
They
Yeah.
have already been killed.
They're magic horses. 100% magic wizard horses. Like Brom did a spell on them
Yeah.
or something.
Also, they're running next to the horses again.
I
In
did
this chapter,
I
they
picked
are
up
running
that.
next to the horses again.
Guys,
Because there's no point.
give up at
It's
this
stupid.
point.
Just take. If you're like, oh, the horses need a break, give them a break. Don't run next to them. They must think that's so weird. That's must be so scary.
This freak monkey is running next to me, really scary style. Yeah, they are bad at traveling. This is fucking insane.
Yeah. About the slavers, I've written Aragon weak willed liberal moment.
Literally. Murtagh's right.
Yeah.
Murtagh does the right thing here.
Aragon,
Aragon's had trouble before with the slavers and saying, like, they're the worst.
Aragon hates
imaginable.
slavers so much, and yet he's like, Saphira, come down and scare them, but don't kill them, let them run away. And then what do you think they're going to do, Aragon? They're going to tell everyone about the dragon rider they saw in the damn
Yeah.
mountains.
And then they're going to go enslave more people.
Yeah.
Not everyone has a dragon to stop, like, a band of, 20 guys from getting them.
Well, I think no one has a dragon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just he is, it's insane that he goes to, Dressleona, sees all that insane slavery shit, gets so, this has pissed me off so much that I'm gonna go join the rebellion.
Yeah.
And like this is my driving force. And then when confronted with the people who are doing it, is like, no, I couldn't possibly. Oh, a human life. You need to kill all of them immediately.
How did he think that the writers abolished slavery? Just ask them nicely,
Yeah.
pass some laws.
You don't ask people like this nicely. You chop them into 100 little pieces.
Well, also, even the whole slavery thing aside, why he is
Technically, it's a terrible decision.
tactically dreadful decision.
Awful.
Absolutely dreadful. And he somehow thinks that it would be better to have killed that guy in a fair fight when either him or Murtagh could have killed him. No, either him or Murtagh could have killed that guy with one hand behind their back and blindfolded.
True.
Like, they cannot
been
have a
fair
fair
fight.
fight with that guy. So why does it matter? Like, it's just...
And even if, like, they are definitely going to win that fight, but it still puts them at risk of being injured, which, like, at this point they cannot afford. Yeah, no, this is Aragorn's worst moment in this book, straight up.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like, I get that he's supposed to be, like, empathetic and, like, not egalitarian or whatever, but, like, a fair... you want, like, your next king, next dragon rider guy to be like, oh, yeah, I'm
not into killing people randomly.
I'm extending the
but
hand of
this
justice
isn't
or
killing
whatever.
randomly.
No, this is...
Yeah, this is...
These people are outright and materially evil and need to be killed. Like, straight up. They're going to keep doing harm if you don't kill them, and also you just let 15 guys go who know what you look like, your location, what you can do, and there's a big fucking group of Urgals right behind you.
Yeah.
Like, it's the worst. He's nearly killed himself 20 times in this book, and this is the worst decision he's ever made. This is so bad. And, like, Murtagh is fully just right.
Murtagh has some great stuff in this chapter.
He's really good in this. Like, the immediate, like, okay, this guy's, like, down and is going to fuck us up if I don't kill him. Just going and killing him, no hesitation. Like, that's the right thing to do. And then just, like, I'm not going to apologize for it, and you're a little bitch for being mad at me, and then leaving.
Yeah.
It's like, we were killing the guys when they were standing. Why is it different?
Also, while they're having a fight about this, Saphira is really considering eating him.
Yes! they're having, like, the craziest argument ever. And it literally, like, kind of zooms in on her in the background while she's sniffing this guy's decapitated head and, like, opens her mouth a little bit and kind of goes,
There's a bit of a sniff.
I'm not gonna eat him. She definitely ate those guys in Gilead.
Oh,
I don't think she had time to eat them. She was ripping the ceiling off.
That's true. Maybe just one. I think Saphira eats people.
I think that
it's
she's
okay.
willing to, but I don't think she's had opportunity yet.
She's been really hungry. She's only eaten these deer at the start of the chapter that she hunted.
Is it okay for dragons to eat people?
Sure, why not?
I've gone over this several times
But
in different D&D
basic
situations.
food chain. They're
is.
bigger animals, so why
Yes.
would they not simply eat the
They're
smaller
sentient
animals?
because they're sapient.
yeah.
You know, like, say you're
Why would
playing...
the largest brothers not simply kill and eat the smaller?
Say you're playing, like, a tiefling. Is it ethical to eat your enemies after you've killed them if they are not all... Because if you're eating another tiefling, that's cannibalism, and that's not good. But if you're eating a human, is that okay?
Tieflings and humans can interbreed, they're the same species.
You're right.
Lizard folk eat other
And they do, and it's
DC
okay
races,
for them
it's
to eat.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, if you can't interbreed with them, then it's okay.
Well, dragons are like, I don't know, they're a step above, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're like next level evolution. It doesn't really matter.
So I think it's fine.
I think she should eat as many people as she wants to.
I think it's cool. When
I think she should eat more people.
I thought it was very cool when one of the dragons in Rain Wild ate somebody.
Do you think we're like very high in nutrition compared to like a deer?
I think we're probably full of toxins.
Yeah, that's
like
what I
a
was thinking.
tuna.
Like there's got to be, I mean us especially, the microplastic build-up has got to be insane. But like,
I think Aragorn's microplastic load's pretty low.
I think it's 0, in fact. But his lead's got to be through the roof, right? He's like, I feel like he's writing with lead implements. His window lining's lead. He's cooking in lead pots.
It's got arsenic in there somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like everybody in this world has crazy lead poison. Everybody in the cities. I know those motherfuckers are using lead pipes.
You think they have pipes?
Yeah, you can't have a city that big without pipes.
I think there's sewers mentioned.
Dudes, the ancient Greeks had sewers, and these guys are like medieval style.
Yeah, they didn't have lead pipes in their sewers.
No, they didn't. They had big aquifers or whatever they were called. I don't know. But I think they're getting their water out of like a big pipe just jammed into the ground, and they're drinking particles. Maybe that's why they're so mad. Yeah, like, these dudes are demonstrably fucking evil. Sorry, I'm reading this bit again.
Murtagh has his emo boy anthem moment.
Yes.
It's pretty good.
Yes. His, like, if you'd ever known fear, you would have done it too.
If you'd been born like me, if you'd known fear, if you had not been safe since you're in your mother's womb, and not even then.
Like, Aragorn is so, like, taken aback and like, I can't believe you've done this about this. And it's like, this was the only option.
Yeah.
Like, the only other option they had was to wait a bit longer and then kill him.
Yeah.
That's not better.
Or just, like, let him walk away, I guess. But that kills you.
Yeah. At least this was quick.
Oh, Murtagh decapitates. His name is Torkenbrand.
Yeah, it's a shit name.
And then cleans his sword on the back of his shirt.
Yeah, that swag move.
Pretty
Very swag. I love your disrespect for human life, my beautiful king. Yeah, he's talking about how it's like, sleep never comes easy because I always have to worry if I'll live to see the dawn. Like, his monologue is like 20 lines. It's huge.
Beautiful.
It's so fucking
good.
beautiful.
This is Murtagh Trommerimo women.
Yeah, I think he deserves it.
He deserves it. He can do whatever he wants. And Aragorn's just so mad about it. Like, I'm going to be honest, stay mad about it.
No, stop being mad about it. It was fine.
Yeah,
They eat together in silence. They rode at a rate that Aragorn would have thought impossible a week ago. So they're going even faster and killing these horses even
Yeah,
more.
my final note on this chapter is, once again, the poor horsies.
The poor horsies.
stop doing this to them.
It's just... They need to eat and drink so much. They need to sleep. They need to lie down for 30 minutes a day. They only there are studies, if the horse only has a rubber mat, it will choose not to lie down on it, but if it has bedding, it will lie down. If you have a bunch of horses and not enough bedding for all of them, they will have a social hierarchy, and the lower horses will get woken up and pushed out.
Wait, that's really funny.
But if there's enough bedding for everyone, they all get to sleep and they aren't mean about it.
Do you think Tornak and Snowfire are beefing?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're like two
They're
big...
two like stallions.
Yeah,
two
absolutely
male
trying to
horses.
big dog each other.
They're biting each other when no one's looking. What if they were in love?
I was gonna say, what if they were gay? Gay horses.
That's all we're getting.
If you want some gay men, read Rainwild Chronicles.
I might.
Are Tornak and Snowfire enemies to lovers?
Whoa. No, I think they're enemies and then they're gonna die.
No!
No!
Well, I mean, okay, we've been talking about it like based on these chapters,
Realistically, yeah,
they are
but like,
dying.
no!
No, I'm sure they'll be okay. Haha.
Horsies.
They can't get that badly hurt. Yeah, Sphere asks him if he wants to talk because he's having such a myth about it.
No.
No, I don't want to talk about it. I'm so confused.
I don't want to talk about it.
And then he just goes to sleep. Every single chapter ends with them going to
Yeah.
bed.
I mean, it's an easy bookend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny.
You wake up and you go to sleep. That's an easy place to start
they
and stop.
are traveling.
However,
I kind of want to, like, at the end, take a tally of how many out of, the total number of chapters start and end with them getting up and then going to bed.
Well, sometimes
maybe we'll
Aragorn
do
passes
like a-
out.
That counts.
That's the
if he
count.
gets knocked out.
Yeah.
That's bed. Yeah, he goes to sleep next to Saphira and she tells him, I love you, little one, and he says it back and it's very
Did she
cute.
wrap her long neck around them as if she was a cat with wrapping her tail?
She curls into a ball next to him. I think she wraps him up like a kitty cat in the next chapter. Yeah, and that's yeah, Aragorn just kind of has a cringe moment and then the chapter is over.
Aragorn has a lot of cringe moments through these 3 chapters.
He's flopping, I'll be honest. A way cooler dude showed up and now he's flopping.
It's hard.
It's really Murtaugh's moment right now.
Also, I guess he is 16 and has no moral guidance, and Murtaugh's having his own moment in a corner and isn't really helping.
And there's
him
only
out.
18
Yeah.
anyway.
Murtaugh's having an 18-year-old moment.
Yeah. Oh my god. You're so young. You're so very baby.
I'd say, like, I feel sorry for Saphira, but she's like 6 months old as well.
She's even baby.
Children, like, having the worst time ever. I love when she acts like she's super old, though. It's crap.
Old and wise.
Yeah.
It's gotta
See,
be...
this is why I wish Dragon Ancestral Memory was real and confirmed.
I mean, it's gotta be, like, slightly there.
I feel like it's kind of real. Because, like,
To continue harping on about it, in Rainwild they do have a Dragon Ancestral Memory.
It only makes sense. Because, like, otherwise getting your, like, angsty boy fight broken up and then pinned by a 6-month-old, I'm gonna go, 6-month-old person, really embarrassing. Like, your baby cousin just attacked you and won. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck this whole situation, honestly.
Alright, so...
It's about to get way worse as well.
Right, Charlie, you're on summary next time.
I am on summary next time.
What have we got next?
We are reading Flight Through the Valley, The Horns of a Dilemma, and Hunting for Answers, which is quite a big chunk of pages.
Yes.
It's like 30 or something.
Yeah, I think
We've
Sean and I
got
were
big
talking about
chunks
this.
of pages for every episode from now on.
Okay, yeah, so maybe the next ones might be a little longer.
But there's just like 3 more episodes till the end of the book, maybe.
4 more.
Holy
Four
shit,
more,
we're
four
nearly
more.
there, boys.
Yeah.
I have to get myself a copy of Eldest.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's late.
Yes.
It is. It's like 9 o'clock.
Follow us on our socials.
Yeah, what are we on?
We're on Twitter, we're on Reddit, we're on Tumblr. Ears for Dragon on everything.
Oh my god, twins, hi. You can email us at earsfordragon@gmail.com. Like, comment and subscribe.
Rate and
leave a
review.
Yeah, give us a thumbs up.
R&R, concrete welcome.
Concrete.
Constructive criticism.
Concrete welcome.
One of these days we'll have more socials to add on there, but probably not.
Are they making more websites?
Why would we need more?
We're just not on the other ones.
What are the other? Instagram,
Well,
I
it's
guess.
Instagram. I guess it's
why
Facebook and TikTok, but like, there's no way we're making that.
We're not making a
I'm
TikTok.
I'm
No.
already not managing our social media.
That's true.
You can't add more.
Yeah, alright. I guess we will see you next week. Thank you guys so much for listening. This has been Ears for Dragon.
Goodbye.